Who's your NHL comparison for yourself?
I would say Braden Point. I like to
Hmm.
watch him a lot. How his motor and his hockey sense. He's not the biggest guy, but he's not the smallest either. Kind of similar to me. How hard he works and how skilled he is to make plays and how he sees the ice out there.
He's a good one. Who
Yeah,
do you consider the best NHL forward under 23 in the NHL?
I'd say Seth Jarvis probably.
That's a good one.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Portland Winterhawk though, so I don't know if I should be giving him credit. No, yeah, I'd say Jarvis. I mean, I've always really liked watching him play, especially with making four nations, and at such a young age is pretty impressive. Him, or I mean, Bedard's good too, but
Hmm.
I'd say Jarvis right now.
How would you describe your biggest strength?
I'd say my compete level, my motor, how hard I work, and my hockey sense, how I can, make turnovers and then kind of make plays from there and find guys or use my shot to create offense.
Who's your favorite team growing up, and what was the first jersey you owned?
When I was younger, I was a bit of a bandwagon, to be honest. I liked the Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, I've always liked the Oilers, but I was a bit of a bandwagon when I was young because I was always a Sidney Crosby guy. I think my first jersey was a Crosby jersey. He was always my guy growing up.
Hmm.
The Penguins when they were good in like 2016, 2017 when they won back-to-back cups. That was usually my favorite team to watch, but I've always been an Oilers fan, and for the past 5, 6 years, I've been following them a lot with McDavid and Draisaitl. So
Yeah.
yeah,
What are your hobbies outside of hockey? Do you play any video games, childhood games?
yeah, I like to wake surf in the summers. My One of my buddies, he has a really good spot in northern Alberta, and he's got a really nice boat.
Hmm.
That's something I started to pick up a bit. I also like to play pickleball.
Nice.
I'm big into that. I got a here in Seattle. I actually have a court in my backyard, which is pretty cool in my built house. So I'm really lucky
Hmm.
that we get to play, and the weather's a lot nicer than back home in Edmonton. So get to do that. Yeah. Um, I mean, I play a little Fortnite here and there with the guys back home, but
Hmm.
not the biggest gamer. I've never been the best at it, but I just like to do it just to kind of stay in touch with the guys back.
Do you have a pickleball partner that you play with, one of your teammates, when you play at the Billet House?
Yeah, I mean, my billet brother, Braden Holberton, I play with him. Uh, Ty Davidson, Hayden Packlat, they're both usually the two other guys I play with a lot. I like to do singles too, a big singles player.
Nice. What's been your proudest moment on the ice so far in your entire career?
I mean, I have a few. I mean, winning Helenka was a proud moment. That was my first time winning a gold with Team Canada. I mean, that was my second time. The first time was U17s. So at home in Rogers Place in Edmonton was really cool. Or being named captain too, and you kind of go on the ice for the first time with the C, and you kind of see yourself in the glass. It's a pretty cool feeling. At such a young age, and really proud of that. Yeah, I would have to say those two things.
Do you wear your medal a lot around the house?
No, not really. Um it's in my closet. I got all my medals and stuff in there that I kind of like to keep it there, but yeah, it's a nice medal.
What's your favorite part of the game? Offensive rush, setting up plays, scoring goals, or something else?
I'd say just winning. The feeling after winning a big game with the guys in the locker room after, there's no better feeling after, you played a good game and you guys won as a
Hmm.
team. And, you get the music going in the room and I mean scoring goals, obviously and making plays off the rush is always fun too, but I think when you win as a team and that feeling that you get after just that positive energy and being able to celebrate with your teammates.
Would you rather dangle through two defenders or score at Michigan?
On it, probably Michigan, because I've
Hmm.
never done it I did it when I was 15 though, actually in training camp, but I haven't done it since. Yeah, I would say Michigan, that'd be pretty cool.
Do you see your playing style fitting into the NHL?
I'd say it fits in really well. I think I got really good hockey sense and that, those habits that you can't really teach. It's my work ethic and I think I can play in all situations if it's, lower in the lineup or higher in the lineup, penalty
Hmm.
kill, power play. I think it translates well.
Do you have any pregame rituals or how do you prepare before a big game?
I usually the thing I started this year is going in the stands and just kind of visualizing a bit.
Hmm.
I usually get to the rink about 3 hours, like especially home games. I get here about 3 hours early, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Go in the stands, kind of just visualize like at the ice. Might go on the ice too if the lights are on and stick handle just with my stick and gloves and just on my shoes on. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I have the same on ice warm up kind of routines that I always do, but I'm not the most superstitious guy. I'd say it's more of a routine.
What's the play that you've rewatched the most in your entire career?
Probably my goal against Saskatoon, earlier in the season, or even the goal last year when I was 16. Kind of the whole sequence against Brandon when we scored 3 goals in a minute to
Hmm.
win the game. That was a pretty cool moment. It was like my third game of my 16-year-old season. Um, it was a pretty cool moment in that rink, and so yeah, I'd say those two.
What's the best game that you've ever felt you've played where you were just like on fire that day, everything was going well?
I'd say this. I like my Red Deer game when we played one. Red Deer came to town. I think I had a goal and an assist, but it was just we were losing going to. I was had tons of chances all game. I had the shootout winner too, I think, or I scored. I don't know if it was the winner, but yeah, it was a tight checking game. But we were kind of struggling at the start of the year, so it was a big win. And I think I got a shorthanded goal to tie the game and went flying into the net, and then got in a little scrum, and then uh, but yeah, it was a good game. Just got the win, so yeah.
What's one thing your teammates know about you that your fans probably don't?
I'd say I'm a pretty funny guy.
Hmm?
I I don't know, the fans probably wouldn't know that about me. I'm pretty serious on the ice, so maybe my personality and behind the interviews and the cameras and all that, I probably don't show my personality that much, but
Yeah.
I'd say with my teammates, I'm a pretty funny guy and fun to be around.
What's your favorite part about the draft process or the weirdest where it's like, I didn't know that was going to happen?
Um, my favorite part, probably just the whole process of it.
Hmm.
The top prospects game was really fun. Really enjoyed that. It was just kind of get to play best on best hockey, see a bunch of guys that you haven't seen since the summer, you have never met before.
Yeah.
And also talking, especially at the start of the year and the whole process, when you start talking to teams, and it's pretty cool because you never talked to an NHL team before, so when you start doing it, it's a pretty cool feeling. Um, there had besides, sometimes you get weird questions asked that are hard to answer, but
Hmm.
I'd say that's the only thing that kind of surprised me. It didn't really surprise me because I knew that would probably happen, but it's been pretty good so far, and I'm just enjoying the process.
Can I like ask what the weirdest question you've received was?
Yeah, I think it was more of it was like they're all like situational like questions, like what would I
Hmm.
do in this? And I kind of forget the question, but it was just like some questions that I just didn't even have an answer for. I didn't even know what to say, but it wasn't too bad. I haven't got anything too difficult yet.
Let's zoom out and you win the Stanley Cup. What would you do with the cup?
I'd probably bring it back home to Sherwood Park, have a good day with my buddies and my parents, with all the people that, got me to where I want to be. It's
Hmm.
like win the Stanley Cup if that ever were to happen. And probably going to my buddy's lake or something, taking it on the boat, or maybe I have a lake by that time, maybe taking it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably just bringing it back to Sherwood Park, with all the people that got me to where I am and supported me and sharing it with them.
Do you talk on the ice? And what's the best chirp you've ever heard or was said to you?
Probably, I do talk a bit. I try not to though, honestly. I'm not the biggest chirper. I feel
Hmm.
like if I get chirped too, I don't really chirp back. I kind of use it more as fuel and energy to it doesn't rattle me at all. I quite like it when I get chirped, but the best chirp, like, well, I don't know. well, I mean, I didn't hear this live, but I saw a thing that Bowen Byram, he, some 20-year-old was tripping him when he was 20, and he told him, "You'd be working 9 to 5 in 5 years, and I'm going to be making 9.5 or something like that."
Yeah,
Uh,
925. Yeah, that was
5.
crazy.
Yeah, that that would probably, I mean, obviously I didn't hear that live, but
Mm.
that was a cool trip when I saw that. That was pretty funny.
What's your perfect 5-year plan?
5-year plan? I mean, get drafted obviously this June.
Mhm.
Um, Sign an NHL contract. Um, Win a championship here in Seattle, Memorial Cup. Um, make the NHL right after that.
Yeah.
Um, and then just keep playing in the NHL and being successful.
What are some personal milestones you hope to achieve in your career?
Obviously, get drafted here in June, be an all-star in the dub or in the NHL. Keep getting better every day. I don't really have too many specific ones. I'm more of a day-to-day kind of guy. Take it month to
Yeah.
month, uh, process focused kind of guy. But I mean, I always want to win a Stanley Cup one day. I think everybody does. But yeah, just take it day by day and try and get better every day.
What's your favorite karaoke song to sing? And do you have a guilty pleasure song you enjoy singing alone?
Um, I like this is a new song that we started listening. I like "Knock It on Heaven's Door" is a pretty good one. I like to listen to that after a
Who's
win.
that?
I honestly have to look. I mean, I can't
Okay.
remember brain. Let me see. There's just another one too. That we got a new like wind song that we "One Last Breath" by Creed.
Hmm.
That one too. That one gets the boys fired up. We like that one. And then that one was by Bob Dylan, "Knocking on Heaven's Door." Bit of a
Nice.
songs. I'd say that probably my guilty pleasure, Sean, is "Knocking on Heaven's Door." I like the old music too, like Piano Man. Um, I like that song. "Country Roads" by John Denver.
Nice.
I like that one too. So I like the old music and yeah.
Wide variety. That's good.
Yeah, I got a big variety. I don't really have a specific genre, that's for sure.
What does it feel like to be eligible for the 2025 NHL draft? Like when you're having a bad day, do you just like, oh, I am eligible for that?
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that probably wish they were in my shoes. I mean, playing here in Seattle, all I gotta do, is play hockey and eat Chipotle. I'm a pretty lucky guy. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I got an amazing billets. Like I got an awesome life. I don't take a day for granted. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm just trying to take it all in. I know you only get this once, and this one
Yeah.
year to kind of enjoy the whole thing. So yeah.
When you're at Chipotle ordering your bowl or burrito, do you get mobbed by fans in Seattle or people are like, oh wow, you play or you're going to the NHL or something like that? Like get autographs.
Not too often. I mean, the people that work there, they recognize us now because we go pretty
Hmm.
much almost every day. And the odd time, there's some guys, but in Seattle, there's so many things going on here that like you don't get recognized too often, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you got the Seahawks, you got the Kraken, and hockey's still kind of developing here, so there's not too many people that actually. There's only like a certain kind of group of people that really know about it. It's still growing, so. It's not too bad. It's not like you're in a small town like Swift Current or PA where everybody kind of knows you in the town. It's a bigger area, but yeah, I'd say the workers recognize us, but that's probably because we go there every day.
Do you remember the first autograph you signed or picture you taken?
Yeah, I would say my first time I ever gave an autograph was when I was 15 and I got called up for my first game in the dub. I think after the game there were a bunch of people asking me for autographs and
That's
pictures.
all.
So and yeah, it was pretty cool. Never never had that, done before, so that was pretty cool.
If you're creating the perfect line to help maximize your potential, who would be your line mates,
Like
past or present?
in the NHL.
Yeah, just anyone on earth. Like even me, I don't play, but you could say anybody.
I would put Leon Draisaitl. I like to play with it because he's so smart, and I watch the Oilers a ton, and I feel like he'd be an easy player to play with because he slows the game down and just can find you pretty much anywhere and holds onto the puck. He never really turns it over.
Yeah.
And then what else would I say? I'd probably put like a prime Alex Ovechkin, just a guy that like you can just find anywhere and he's gonna put in the net. Like, and he's a horse and he can hit and you
Yeah.
create space out there for you. I'd say those two.
Do you think he breaks the record this year?
I think he will, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool to see.
I wonder what game he'll break because those tickets are going to be like in every single game that he has one or two left. There's going to be just a massive amount of people. So that
Yeah.
would be awesome to see. It might be the best moment in sports history that I've ever seen.
He'll be I don't think too many people thought it'd be broken, so it's pretty cool.
No, yeah. If you could change one rule in the NHL, like say overtime, 3-on-3 or something, like what rule would you change?
Um, I would probably, yeah, probably overtime.
Mhm.
Uh, no shootout. Just play it till it ends. But or if not, do the shootout. I saw that it was kind of this, like a 5 puck shootout at the end of practice. You
Yeah,
play 5 pucks out, and whoever scores them all the quickest wins would be kind of cool. I mean, that's kind of like I don't think that would ever happen, but that'd be pretty cool. But or
be
just
sick.
or just overtime till it ends, or even you go if you don't score in 5 minutes and then it's like 2-on-2 and then you don't score in 2-on-2 then it's 1-on-1.
One, yeah.
Yeah,
And then goalie on goalie.
yeah,
That'd be sweet.
that'd be cool.
Is there a stadium that you've always wanted to play in or anywhere around the world? Way would Wrigley, something like that.
Um, Probably Madison Square Garden would
Mm,
be really cool. I've never been to New York. I obviously only see pictures and stuff, and I feel like I mean, I don't know if you walk, if how close the hotel would be to the rink, but if you're on the bus or walking, just kind of taking that all in, looking at the city and um walking in Madison Square Garden, there's probably no better feeling. And I mean, it's New York, it's gonna be loud and electric, so I think that'd be really cool to play there.
who's your most famous contact in your phone?
Um,
And you could check too. I'll edit like all that stuff.
this might be probably probably Kevin, probably Kevin Korchinski.
Yeah.
I billeted. He was my bill brother when I was 15 here. So probably Corch. Honestly, like, I mean, if you include like Snapchat, I have like Dylan Gunther and all those guys from the team
Hmm.
on that, but like contact, yeah, I'd probably say those guys, honestly. I don't really, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about Korchinski?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's really hardworking. I mean, I know he's gonna be really good. I mean, he's in the
Yeah.
A right now, but he'll be back in NHL anytime soon. So, he's so driven and hardworking. He's a great guy too. He was awesome to live with, really funny as well, just to hang out and, do all that. But yeah, he's a great guy.
He won AHL All-Star MVP. That was pretty cool. He
Yeah,
played really good in that.
3-on-3, he was buzzing out there.
Yeah.
That's
He's
good.
fast, talented, skilled, so that's awesome you got to live with him. What did he teach you about the draft process? Did he give any tips or did anybody that has come through give you tips?
Yeah, we talked about it. I mean, I was only 15 then, but he would
Mhm.
always kind of tell me just keep working, don't really worry about it. I mean, your play will take care of, the rest, just go out and enjoy playing the game and always be working hard, always doing the extra, living above the line is just kind
Yeah.
of doing all those things. I mean, Scotty and Minnie, they were always telling me about it, the combine and stuff like that. With the interviews, just to, be confident and don't really overthink it and just, have a conversation with the guy and just enjoy it.
Who's the most skilled player you've ever played against or has been on your team? And Mirka actually said it was you, so that was cool too.
Oh, nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say. feel like I want to say Mercs now. You said me, no. I mean, Mercs is good. Yeah. I mean, honestly, probably Grayson Sachin,
Mhm.
like skilled. Like, I mean, he's like raw skilled though. Like, he's just like the way he stick handles is like something that I've never seen before. Like, it's crazy. He doesn't stick handle like other guys. He like toe drag, backhand, toe drag. Like, it's crazy. I would, or Brad Lambert too. Like when he was here, some of the things he could do are just crazy. So yeah, I'd probably say Soch or Lambo.
If you weren't playing hockey, what would your dream job be?
Good job. Um, Honestly, probably I wouldn't. I'd probably be like a firefighter, somebody like that. Like
Mm.
if like being realistic, what my job would be. Like I'm not. I'm not the smartest school guy, so I would not be a doctor or anybody like that. But I mean, firefighter is kind of similar to being on like a sport team. You know, you got a bunch of guys hanging out with the guys at the fire hall, and you're staying in shape, being fit, and you're doing a really good thing for the community as well. So yeah.
Thank you so much for joining Draft Pros today.